welcome to this episode of Hospitality Chronicles of International Institute of Hotel Management. I'm proud and very happy to welcome today amongst us Bhavani Jha, a bright student of the third year at this point of time, who's going to share some exciting experiences from her wonderful industrial exposure training at Raffles in Udaipur, an iconic hotel, a historic hotel. Bhavani, welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm very happy and very proud that you have come and joined us today. We'd like to hear something about you to start with. Yeah.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bhavani Jha, and I'm basically third year student. And recently, I'm completed my training, Raffles Udaipur. This is the first Raffles in India.
There are, I believe, some 18 raffles in the whole world.
18 Raffles in the world, and first Raffles is opening in Udaipur, and this is my first journey to Kolkata to Udaipur.
And how did you travel from Kolkata to Udaipur?
By train.
It's a long journey.
Yeah, it's long journey.
It's a long journey.
It's long.
So when you reached Udaipur,
Yeah.
how was your welcome and what was your induction at the hotel? What happened?
First of all, my training date is 15th December, and I'm reaching hotel. All is good. My HR teams, my all departments.
They showed you around, did a
Yeah,
show
show
around. And what
around.
about your living accommodation? Were you
Living
set up- was
accommodation
nearby?
is-
Because it's an island. I'm
Yeah,
told.
yeah, little bit far, not so much. It's nearby, and hotel's team pick up, drops, and come.
Every day.
Yeah,
so
every
so
day.
that's it too. And then you take a boat and go to the hotel. How exciting! Huh?
Yeah, it's
very
like
different sort
first
of.
time when you are like travel to a boat to hotel. It's very good.
Very exciting.
Very exciting, and that time is very like first time I'm going to the boat and to hotels. Like this is a daily basics now.
On a daily basis.
Yeah.
So it became, you were there for almost close to 6 months. That's
Yeah,
normally
yeah.
where, all of us, when we were students, we have gone for these major hotel trainings. And this is where the reality versus expectations of what it should be meets. Okay. Tell me, Bhavani, which all departments did you cover in these 6 months in Raffles?
4 departments.
Okay.
Basically, we have 4 major departments. Firstly, in F&B, then second department is my front office. This is the most important department of any hotel. And third department is housekeeping. But last but not the least, kitchen.
Wonderful. So you got an all-round exposure into all the
Yeah,
operations. So
all.
whatever you learned in 2 years in theory, plus whatever small-time trainings that you did, now came into sort of real-time experience and exposure in a large luxury hotel.
Yes.
Raffles is a very historic hotel. Sometime, in the late 1880s, sorry, it was built in Singapore by the Sarkis brothers. And today they are around about 18 all over the world, as I told you, and 5 more coming up. So you're very lucky to have gone. How many of these students of your batch were with you when you did the
9
training?
students.
9 of you. So not bad. You had a good group over there.
Yeah.
Tell me something about a day in your life from, let's say, the housekeeping department. What would you do? when you started?
First of all, housekeeping department. We got one roster, our daily timings, and we went hotels, and we have our briefings, and after that, our supervisors come and said us, this is your flow. You are beaving, you are sieving, that like that.
So it's a large property.
Yeah. Then for some people's in a like public area, and like most students like to work in a decks.
In the central desk
Yeah,
as well.
central decks.
So for viewers, just to let them know, the central desk of housekeeping is the nerve center of all activities. So you got a chance to work also in the central desk?
Yeah, sometime like when our seniors was like more busy, then they are given us.
Very nice.
responsibility.
And you actually worked in the floors, in the rooms,
Yeah, floors,
maid rooms.
floors, public
public areas.
areas, all.
So wonderful, great. How different is it in terms of work between, let's say, a front office department versus all these departments that you mentioned? Let's say a F&B or a housekeeping. How different is it for others, if you could explain?
We all know that front office is basically in like technical works, not like
So basically
flows.
systems
Yeah,
oriented.
systems. And front office never
And
have
static,
a like
you don't move around a
Uh,
lot, you are within the department.
We don't have a flow works.
You don't have a floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then is in a F&B we have banquets,
Yeah.
gardens.
So it's a
yeah.
large space of
Yeah,
work.
banquets, garden.
Lot of running around.
Yeah, lot
physical
of,
activity.
Lot of. Then after that, in a housekeeping, we also have
A lot of space.
Lot of.
So
Like
basically, people need to be prepared for those areas rather than, being limited to just one space.
Yes.
But there is learning in every sphere, and
Yeah.
I'm glad you learned
like
everywhere.
we said, 4 departments is a major departments of
Of the hotels.
hotels.
All the core areas you
Yeah.
actually
This
traversed.
is most. Everyone said ki no, but this is most important departments of every hotels.
I'm glad you traversed across all the 4 departments, so the learning must have been tremendous that you have brought over here into your class. Have you shared these learnings with some of your students?
Yeah,
and
I'm
colleagues?
given some like suggestion to my juniors. If you want to learn something or like explore or some new places, you go Raffles Lab.
Very good. I'm very glad that you have talked about a large, iconic, regal, royal property where learning will be
They are
great.
giving all feelings, royal, large, iconic, all.
Very nice, wonderful. Tell me some incidents where you were of great service, let's say, to a guest, some guest interaction. Do you
Okay.
remember some?
Yeah.
In any department,
First of all, I taken a kitchen.
okay?
When we are, sometime I'm in a live counter.
Right.
What
What sort of live counters?
like prefer I'm in a Indian cuisine. Indian cuisine
Indian
live.
cuisine live
Yeah,
counters.
Indian
Wonderful.
cuisine live
So
counter.
lunch and dinner?
Yeah.
Or is it for breakfast also?
Lunch, dinner, breakfast. Like
All.
sometime we have 3 parties in different areas.
All right.
Sometime ballroom. Sometime we are in a gardens. So like first of all, I'm in a morning live counter. So this is a famous food of there. Then I'm standing and serving to the guest.
Famous food mean what? Basically,
Like
dal bati churma or maybe
no, dal
lal
bati
mas.
churma is a prepared thing.
Alright.
And sometime guest was kulcha counter. I'm
Okay,
serving.
live counters.
Yeah, live counter in a kulcha.
You would
because-
actually be making and serving.
Yeah, making and serving.
Wonderful, wonderful. Great experience over there. What were some of the few happy moments that you recall from your training?
Happy moments when we are in with our teams. First of all, when we are say hotel, the team is most important thing. When we are now together with our banquet teams, with friends, with our seniors, they are very kind and humble persons. They are always supporting us, and when we are enjoying some movement in our back areas and enjoying together.
So the party finishes, the
And
guests
I'm
move off,
enjoying
and your
it.
party time
Yes,
starts.
yeah.
Wonderful. With the support of your seniors, I suppose.
Yes, yes,
That's
seniors.
most important. So always with their permission. All right. Great to hear about your extremely good experiences. I'm sure a lot of young students of your second year and first year will get motivated. Do talk to them and tell others about this.
I'm sorry.
At this point of time in the episode, normally we come to a rapid fire question answer session
Okay.
with our star students like you. Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Bhavani, are you sure?
Sure.
All right. If I were to give you an air ticket to any destination of the world, your top travel destination, which would you choose?
London.
London,
Yeah.
straight. You're very clear on that.
Very
All right,
clear.
wonderful. If you were not to be a hotelier, what would you be?
Journalist.
You would be a journalist.
Yes.
Wow, you would go and find and seek the truth. Extremely good. What is your favorite aspect of working in hotels?
Favorite aspect, guest interaction is very most important.
Guest interaction
Yes.
on a daily basis,
Daily
different
basis,
guests,
different guests,
different
language
cultures, different
and
languages,
cultures.
learning about them.
Yes.
Okay,
many
that makes
things.
you a complete person,
Yes.
as you say. Extremely good. What is one global event you are looking forward to?
Chandrayaan 3.
Launch of India's Chandrayaan 3 by ISRO, which is going to happen in just some time.
Yeah.
So God bless all our scientists. As proud Indians, let's sum up this episode over here. Bhavani, all the best to you in life.
Thank you so
God
much.
bless,
Thank you so
and
much.
may you be a terrific hotelier serving humanity all the way through.
Sure, sure.
Thank you. Thanks for your
Thank you,
time.
sir.
For a great hospitality career, call 98310 50,000.